As you can see, I've got a bunch of cards here. Each one of these cards has a number on, and I'm going to lay these cards down on the table here, and in doing so I'm going to represent an array. So each one of these cards represents an element in the array, and you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 elements in this array. Now I've chosen 8, it's an even number, and we will be able to divide that by 2 into 4, and then we'll be able to divide those 4s into 2s and divide the 2s into 1s. That's going to make it easy in this example. I will, if you're interested, post another video where I show a different number, an odd number perhaps, and then we can then explore how we would use a merge sort with that. And I'm going to divide it up into 2 equal sized arrays. So remember, we've got 8 items here, so I'm going to divide this exactly in half. So I will now have 2 arrays of 4 elements each, and then I can divide these, and I repeatedly do this division until what I end up with is 8 separate arrays of just 1 element each, like so. Now it's important to understand that each one of these does represent an array, even though each one of these arrays only has 1 item in it or 1 element in it. Now, having done the division, we next do the merging. Now, when the computer performs the merge, it won't have this overview that we have here, where we can see every item and perhaps cheat in some way, although you don't need to cheat. So what we'd do is we will, to replicate the way the computer is going to do it, where it can only inspect and compare 2 items at once, we just cover over these element values. So what we will then do is we're going to merge these arrays, and we're going to repeatedly merge them, and you'll see the process as we go through the video. But the first step is going to be to merge these single element arrays into a 2 element array. So we'll merge these together, these ones together, these ones and these ones. And as we're merging, we also put them in order, and that's really important. When we do the merging, we inspect the first item in each array. Now these arrays only have a single value, so that's a little bit meaningless at the moment. You'll see what it means as we go on, but we inspect these 2 values, and then when we create a new 2 element array, we will take the lowest value and we will merge that into the first position of that array. So that was a 7 and a 3, so the 3 is the lower value. So we're going to merge that into our new 2 element array. So now we have a new array of 2 elements. And we'll do the same comparison here. So 17 and 11, well 11 is the smaller value of the 2. So that's now going to be merged into the first position of the new 2 element array. 6 and 14, so 6 is the smaller, and then 14 follows it. And then 8 and 12, 8 is the smaller, and then we have like that. So now we've got 4 arrays of 2 elements each. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to merge these 2 arrays, and we're going to merge them together, so we'll have a new 4 element array here. Now when we do the comparisons, we always start with the first element in each list, and so we've got a 3 and 11. So when we create this new merged list here, or merged array, we're going to insert this one into the first position because this is the lower value. So that's our new starting element in this new 4 element array. And now we've got an array here with a single value, and we've got an array here with 2 values here. But we only inspect the first element in each of these arrays. So now we've got 7 and 11. So 7 is the lower value, so that's merged into the new array here. And then these 2 are already sorted. Now if you're not too sure about that, hopefully it will become a little bit clearer as we go along. These can go into the new merged list. We're going to look at the first 2 elements, 6 and 8. So 6 becomes the first value, and then we compare, once again we don't go straight for any of these, we compare the first element in each of these 2 lists. Remember, this is a list with, or an array with a single element, and this is an array with 2 elements, so we compare the first item in each of these arrays. So 14 and 8, so 8 is the lower value, so that's the next one to be merged into the new array. And then we compare these, 14 and 12, so 12 is the lower value, and then that one gets tagged at the end. So now we've got these 2 arrays with 4 elements. We're now going to merge these together, and we follow the same principle as before, where we only inspect 2 items or 2 elements at any one time. And we've got 3 and a 6, so the 3 is the lower value, so that one then is going to get merged into our new array. And then inspecting only the first element in each of these 2 arrays, 7 and 6, so 6 is the lower value, so that's the next one to join this new list or new array. And we've got 7 and 8, so 7 is the lower, 11 and 8, so 8 is the lower one, 11 and 12, 11 is the lower value, 17 and 12, so now it's 12, and then finally we're left with 17 and 14, so 14 is the lower value, and then there's no other comparison to make, so that one then joins this new array. So this should now be sorted, and we can just have a quick inspection just to confirm that. So we've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 14 and 17. So yes, they are sorted. Now I hope you found that video useful. I will, if you're interested, post another video, or even a few more videos if you like, because I think that there are a lot of videos similar, maybe not the same, but similar to this, where they use 8 elements in an array. But I think that there are probably going to be quite a few students who would benefit from, say, having an array which had an uneven number or maybe a greater number of elements in it, and then see how that works. So if you found the video useful, please do give it a thumbs up. I really would appreciate that. Thanks very much. Goodbye.